Well, let's get talking about the race 2023 and what this portends for Nigeria and, of course, Africa at large. Because, look, when Nigeria turns is when the continent turns, because the nation is the continent's biggest. I'm being joined now on the program by Chief Dele Momodu, a publisher, a journalist, and a former presidential candidate. This is not his first time. This perhaps is second time of wanting to be president of Nigeria. Chief Dele Momodu, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Good evening, Shehu, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for coming. Perhaps it's no longer news because it's all over the place since you went to the party's head office today to make your intention known. But I wanted to know the thinking behind going first to, there's no president in your party to go to, so you've gone to the leadership of your party to make your intentions. What exactly prompted that action?
Well, I feel since we are in opposition, so you must go to the head of your party. We don't have a Buhari in PDP. Dr. Ijoche Ayu is our chairman, a great man, very cerebral. I love him. I only sent him a message yesterday to book an appointment, and he approved immediately. And today, we had everyone in his office, and he spoke genuinely about the interests of the party. Everyone is worried about Nigeria, where Buhari has left Nigeria. Don't forget that some of us supported Buhari in the past. There were great expectations, but we lost paradise. So the chairman is very worried, like any one of us in PDP, that we must chase them away. And the only way you can chase them away is if you have good candidates.
And you think you're a good candidate?
Oh, I believe I'm the best candidate by the grace of God.
What makes you think so?
You don't just wake up and say you want to be president of a country. I've prepared for it for over 30 years. Yes.
This is not your first time.
It's not my first time. The first time I didn't realize that the structures needed are beyond fringe political parties. So the lesson I took away in 2011 was that you cannot win national elections from local political parties. So that's why I'm in PDP. And today, the mood in the nation is that power should come to the south. And I'm well positioned. I'm from South-South, Edo State. I'm also from Southwest, Osun State. And I have extensive links in the Southeast and across Nigeria. What Ovation has done for me was to give me a leverage and a network that's unparalleled in Nigeria. Without sounding immodest, Dele Momodu has built a double brand. Dele Momodu, Ovation International, and they are global. We've operated in over 60 countries. I'm not a local champion. There is no businessman today, the top 4, 5 richest people in Africa, I would have done business with them between 20 to 30 years. I know their needs. I understand their frustrations. If you tell me about Dangote today, I can tell you that despite the big brand, they still suffer in our country. The big people still suffer. The rich also cry. He's invited me to his operations in Ethiopia, his operations in Tanzania, his operations in Zambia. There are not many politicians who understand the meaning of business. So I've never been a career politician, and I believe God preserved me for this purpose. I don't know how I did it, that I was not tempted to be a commissioner, to be a councillor, to be a local government chairman, to be a member of the House, to be a senator, to be a governor. I have been doing business. In entertainment, today, our young men and women are taking over the world. But some of us provided a platform. Since 2007, Ovation has been doing Ovation Red Carol. And that's how we were promoting young talents. So if you talk about Wizkid today, we've spent millions and millions to promote his music in the last 14 to 15 years. Twice in Nigeria, once in Ghana. If you talk of Davido, twice in Nigeria. If you talk of Burna Boy, twice in Nigeria, once in Ghana. If you talk of Tiwa, so you see, I know the needs of Nigeria.
So this profile that you've reeled out,
yes,
are the things you think could give you the leverage or the experience needed to govern this country?
Oh, it's part of it. It's much more than that. As I said, I mean, for me, the biggest problem facing Nigeria right away is unity. We must find someone who can unite Nigeria.
And you think you are the one?
Oh, certainly. There is no question about that. There is no part of Nigeria.
And you think your party, the PDP, is the right platform?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there are only two platforms for national elections, as I told you. Only two, APC or PDP. And Buhari left me with no option.
You supported him?
Oh, and I apologized publicly. It's one of my regrets, but we all make mistakes. There were great expectations when he was coming. Unfortunately, he and his party and his team have not been able to hold Nigeria together. There are two major reasons, major considerations when Buhari was coming. One was the insecurity. We thought as a retired Major General, he would be able to fight insecurity head on. What did we see? Excuses upon excuses. Then, corruption. Would you, in good conscience, say that corruption has left us? No. To fight corruption, you must use yourself as example. If I'm the president today, I'll start from myself and my family and say, no, there are things you cannot do. And I will not discriminate and say, so once you leave one party and go to the other party, your sins are forgiven. That's not good enough.
Just let's take a moment, Chief Momodu. Let's listen to Mr. Sam Awaboa. That's scenario I was painting earlier at the headquarters of the PDP, where Mr. Sam Awaboa and Chief Dele Momodu went to visit the leadership. Basically, the primary agenda was to make known their intention for the #1 seat.
My mission is to visit the chairman of our party, distinguished Senator Yocha Ayu, to have what I call a goodwill New Year visit to him to discuss issues relating to PDP and its manifest destiny for Nigeria at this season, and also to fully communicate to him one-on-one my desire to run for the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2023 on the platform of our party, the People's Democratic Party.
In the last few days, there have been widespread speculations about my presidential bid for a second time. I've been greatly humbled by the excitement already generated, which reminds me of how it was 29 years ago when your good friend and my own adopted father, Chief Moshood Abiola, threw his heart in the ring. It is very obvious that Nigerians are eager to restore that promise of hope and the accompanying peace and joy that we lost. The time has come for full reconciliation and forgiveness and a closure of our ugly past. Nigeria urgently requires a reset and a total redirection. After due consultations with my family, friends, and some stakeholders, I've arrived at the decision to contest the 2023 presidential election on the platform of our great party, PDP.
It does look like Chief Dele Momodu you have a role model.
Certainly.
And who is that?
Oh, Chief Moshood Abiola. It wasn't just my role model. He publicly called me his adopted son, and he treated me like one. 1992, my wedding, December 19. My wife was handed over to Chief Abiola in Ijebu-Igbo. And after that, he asked, where are we taking our wife? I said, Ijebu-Ode. He drove with us. Your father cannot do more than that. He was my father. And I studied him like a book. I've said it elsewhere that I can do a PhD thesis on Abiola.
It was Hope 93 at the time.
Yes, please.
What is it for you this time?
Hope 23, because we lost that hope. We must bring it back. The reason everybody is agitating, everybody is fighting, everybody is quarreling, people are being killed, being kidnapped, People are just totally frustrated. If you see the messages I've received in the last few days, it's unbelievable. That, oh, finally, from people.
Saying?
Even including those who are agitating to break away. They said, if we have people, someone like you, one man, an Igbo man, called me from New Zealand. Okay, I don't want to mention names. He said, if we have people like you, then there is hope for Nigeria. You must give people hope. That's the first thing. Without that platform, that foundation, we're wasting our time.
What gives you the confidence of getting the party's ticket? Because that's the first hurdle.
Oh, because I'm deriving my power from the people. I'm not deriving my power from anywhere else. The people. God gave me access to the people. God gave me wisdom to invest in people. And it's payback time. Abiola did just that.
So
I don't know of any politician in Nigeria today who is my senior in politics. I started in 1982. At the age of 23, I was a private secretary to the then deputy governor of Ondo State, Chief Akamaburewo. Thereafter, I worked for the late Oni of Ife, Oba Okwadeshi Radiolubishe II. By the time I came to Lagos in 1988, my first job was for Chief Abiola. After that, I consulted for Dr. Mike Adenuga Jr. After that, I was founding editor of Leaders and Company, what became this day newspaper today. I have the Midas touch. The story of my life, I can tell you, is blistering. I got to Lagos to work for the first time in 1988. By 1990, I became the highest paid editor in Nigeria. My history is there. My trajectory is there.
The question here is beyond what you've done for yourself
No,
as a
it's not
private
for myself.
person.
It's for my country.
And because you have built a profile for yourself.
Not just for
and
myself.
And one of the reasons why you can stand here and say, oh, Dele Momodu wants to run for president. I mean, you're coming from somewhere. The question is that when you throw your hat in the ring for a political party such as the PDP, you must have something that gives you the confidence, the wherewithal in terms of the political base that is needed to win the primary election. Do you have that in the PDP?
There is no question about that. Look, the excitement. Just look at the coincidence. I am one of the biggest politicians on social media. I handle my social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. Today, Twitter started working in Nigeria. That's an indication that we're back to serious conversation. I have a direct followership of 1.6 million on Twitter alone, 746,000 on Instagram, about 300,000 on Facebook. Trust me, I have everything I need. The content. Presidential election is about content. Before Donald Trump came to contest, what did he have? Content. He was a showbiz man.
He was a billionaire. Do you have that as much?
Nobody spends his billions. He even took donations. Buhari did not even have money. He said he borrowed money. Jonathan did not have money.
Are you in the same shoes?
Yaradua did not have money.
Are you in the same shoes with them?
I can tell you that I have access to funds. If the party gives me the ticket, I will be one of the biggest presidential candidates ever in Africa. I'm a global brand, operating in over 60 countries, on 5 continents. And that's why I keep saying, look, just as I'm a local boy who was born in Ile-Ife, whose father migrated from Edo State in South, and met his mother in Ile-Ife, and they got married and gave birth to Dele Momodu. God laid the foundation. Look, when you read the story of my life, you'll be shocked that, okay, how could this man have done it?
Because I'm coming back to the issue of the party that you have joined. When did you join?
Oh, I've been with them practically for almost 2 years. But last year, I declared formally. If you see, I supported Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in 2019. So it tells you effectively...
Your official membership of the party reads when?
My official was that I joined last year. Okay? Don't forget that even some of the senior members of the party today at a point, they were in PDP, they went to APC, and came back to PDP. So...
By the constitution of the party, are you qualified to run for president?
Are more than qualified.
Based on the constitution of the party?
More than qualified. I mean, there is nothing in the constitution that says I cannot.
No, but based on your membership, on the time of your membership.
Sheung, trust me. You don't know when I got my card?
You told us that you joined last year.
No, I said formally, at least. That's for the public. I've been working with the party since before 2019.
So you can regard that as membership too?
That is it.
So I'm wondering how you want to get a ticket, because there are criteria based on the constitution of the party.
I cannot give you my strategy on television. When Chief Abiola joined SDP in 1993, it was 2 months to the primaries. It was sudden. Alhaji Babagana Kingibe was the chairman of the party. He had control of the party. He had control of the governors. A party can give ticket to anybody. A party can give waivers if they want. It is allowed.
Are you seeking it?
No, don't. So that's why I'm telling you, you don't know my strategy.
Have you sought for waivers?
I cannot discuss my strategy on television. Everybody's watching. My opponents are watching. The most important thing is my qualification and my competence.
Now, let's move into other issues. You're going to be standing shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Atiku Abubakar, Bukola Saraki, Aminu Tambuwa, Nyesom Wike, and a host of others.
Nyesom Wike told you he's contesting?
His name has been mentioned.
No. Don't. If Nyesom Wike is contesting, he will come out and say it. So wait till he says it.
People's names have been mentioned in the last few months.
He's one of the best that we have.
There are a lot of.
He's easily the best governor in Nigeria. So he has the right.
Some people have even said that you were going to run a few months ago, but now you're coming to officially to say you are running. So when people's names are mentioned, this is politics. From rumors, sometimes some of these stories come up.
But that's
so when we hear names,
you didn't mention me.
No, because the news, it wasn't news. It was the fact that you have come now to say you want to run.
Not come to tell you he's running.
I'm mentioning to you that some of the names that have been mentioned, and I'm listing a few of the names that have been mentioned. Former governor of Kano, a lot of names have been mentioned. The question is that, are you considering some of these big wigs in the PDP who have political base, who have a lot of followership, are you hoping to be able to defeat them to get in the ticket of the PDP?
I don't like to sound immodest. There is no brand bigger than brand Dele Momodu.
In the PDP?
In Nigeria. I'm not even talking party. I will be one of the few candidates similar to Chief Abiola who will have support across party lines. There is no individual who is relying only on his party who should feel comfortable about winning an election. I am one of the few. Let me tell you, the biggest political party, and that's why when I joined PDP, my first assignment was to ask the young people to start registering online. IamPDP.com. Go and check how many people have registered. If you cannot drive out the youths, the biggest political party I call the floaters party. If a party ignores the floaters and you want to defeat an incumbent, a ruling party like APC, where they have people who don't care about anything, you must get one, a candidate with a very clean record, no controversy. You must get a candidate who is youth-friendly. You must get a candidate who is cosmopolitan. You must get a candidate who is friends with everybody, but very firm, who can speak truth to power. I've been speaking truth to power, despite the fact that most of these guys are my friends. You hardly find such in any political party. Dele Momodu was preserved by God for that role.
And you think they will yield and
they are not. I've not seen any stupid person in my party. They are all very intelligent.
So you made mention of your presence on social media, and these are people that have been criticized that they never come out on election day, and these are the people that you are counting on.
Why should they come out on election day if they don't have a candidate who is friendly to them? If they don't have a candidate who has ever done anything for them? If they have colorless candidates, who is going to vote? Are you going to follow a colorless candidate yourself? When Abiola came out, he defeated Alhaji Bashir Tofa in Kano. God rest his soul. And that of Chief Abiola. They came out. Look, just wait. As I said, we cannot discuss strategy on television. I'm not being overconfident. I know what I'm talking about. I've prepared for over 30 years. I have the template, and woe betide anybody who feels it's a joke. We're not joking.
If you don't get a ticket in PDP, would you jump ship?
No, I'll support whosoever.
So it's not a do or die for you.
Oh, no.
But you said God wants you, has preserved you for this.
So that's my faith. So I'm very convinced I will get it. But then the decision belongs. Look, in the last few days, I've gone to a lot of places, including our national party headquarters. You cannot imagine the excitement. Last night, I was in the home of our great woman leader, Dr. Kema Chikwe, and everybody I met from Anambra, from Imo State, from even today at the party headquarters, from Ebonyi, the excitement is incredible. I have not seen anything like it since 1993. By next year, it will be 30 years of June 12th. We have suffered for 30 years just because we could not honor our best election. The time has come for us to bring a closure to it. Let's all forgive ourselves. Let's all reconcile, and let us move on. Without peace, there will be no progress.
On a final note, Chief Momodu, the big question is you're seeking the #1 office in the land. And there are no jokes that we're confronted with a lot of challenges. How do you hope, or what, in the first place, is your major concern, and what solution do you have for it?
I've told you the first problem. When President Buhari came, if he was sober enough to carry every Nigerian along, Nigerians are among the brightest human beings on earth. I've just told you, I've interacted with them in over 60 countries, on all continents, and I see how they are doing great things outside, but cannot do it in their own country. We will bring everybody back when they see a fair-minded leader. That is the first thing. That is non-negotiable.
To unite Nigerians?
To unite Nigerians.
And how would you do that? A conference, or how would you go about it?
They will see it in your conduct. If you are nice to your staff, I see you, you are looking fine, you are looking robust, it means that the management of Channels TV is taking care of Seun Okibaloye. If you are not happy with your talent, you would have left. That's why people want to leave, because they are not comfortable with the Nigeria of today. There is no way I'll be president and the southeast of Nigeria will not be a Silicon Valley, and we will not go to the north and make sure that we invest seriously in agriculture and help in food production, in food export. There is no part of Nigeria today that does not have something to offer. But some people just choose to waste time on the altar of ethnicity, religion, primordial sentiments.
Chief Dele Momodu, publisher of Ovation International, journalist, and a presidential aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you, Seun.
And I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.